Tuesday again, my dudes, and it's spring, isn't it? Spring is definitely in the air. The daffodils are out, the ground is firmer underfoot. Some of the paths that we haven't been able to walk since maybe October are open to us again because they're not quite as muddy, and life is wonderful today. I really hope you're having a good week, or you've had a good week since I last spoke to you. Let's talk about what's happened. So let's talk about something negative first, because we have to get some negative stuff out of the way. My goodness me, on Thursday Dan and I sat down to record episode 4 of the SWAT. It's going to be about wrestling video games, as I'm sure you know, because I've mentioned it a couple of times. 40 minutes in, Dan's internet goes down, as is its wont, and it's like, oh fine, whatever. But I get a message off Dan saying, this is great, we've got, you know, when the internet comes on, we've got to keep going. This is great. 40 minutes in, and we got to No Mercy. Think about that. So we talked about our experience with wrestling video games up until No Mercy. It took 40 minutes. Think how many stories we had to tell in 40 minutes. So while Dan's internet's down, I use, if you are wondering, we use Discord to do the video calls, and we use Camtasia to record the footage, okay? So I just put the file into Camtasia just to check everything's all right, and I have this horrifying moment, and it looks a little, well, I'll put some of the footage on and you can see what the problem is.
The second one. Not the one of me, no one wants to see that. Thing is, are you gonna get copyright flagged?
Yeah, not entirely sure what's happened there. Well, I am. I used Camtasia to record. Camtasia hasn't picked up the audio. Thing is, we're so crushed. I don't believe this. This would have been our best episode yet, because instead of it being you know, list your top 5 or something like that, it's just a conversation. It's just a conversation between two mates reminiscing about old times, and it felt fantastic. And I'd laughed so, there was bits I'd laughed so hard my cheeks were hurting, and I told stories about stuff, and I was prompted to tell stories like, oh, things I haven't thought about for 20 years. Like, holy shit, this, yes, this. And yeah, so that was devastating. That really was, and to the point where we've said whatever we record as the next episode needs to be something else, so that we're not trying to tell the same stories again. So we will come back to the wrestling video games one. It's just one of those episodes that it was going to be great, and we knew it was going to be great, and that means a lot to us, that because we want these episodes to be the best they can for you. So so that was the only bit of negativity for this whole week. So let's talk about some fitness, shall we? Fitness. So I did a run on Wednesday, and I got back from it, and I said to Liz, right, that's enough for the month. If you remember, in January I worked out really hard for 3 weeks, and then did my half marathon, was just like, no, I can't do anything else. Had a week off. I got to the point on Wednesday where I was just like, I don't have anything left. I'm just going to do walks with Alfie and do me walks with Leslie Sanson. And that's it. I'm going to take 4 days off, because March starts on Monday. I'm just going to have 4 days off as rest, just to recover, just to give my body just a bit of a chance to get better, because I'm sore, man. I'm sore everywhere. So I had this pain in I developed this pain in my right shoulder blade that didn't seem to want to go, especially if I was doing weights. And then I've got pain in both my calves from the running that I just can't seem to shift. So it's just like, right, come on, let's just have a chill. But then I had this idea. So we know that the gym's going to open on the 12th of April. So what I really want to start doing is I really want to start going back to the gym before I start work. So that means getting up early. So my body clock at the moment is set for about 8:15. It doesn't matter, even at the weekends I wake up at 8:15. I could go into bed at 4 in the morning, and I wake up at 8:15. It's very annoying, but it's also very good, because it means I'm never late for work. I think I'd like to shift my body clock to about 6:30. So yeah, so this weekend woken up early, and then it's like, right, what you're going to need to start doing then is you need to start actually doing some exercise first thing in the morning, so you can get used to getting up and just doing it. So look on the screen what I did yesterday. Got up and I did a 15k bike ride yesterday morning. 2 exercises that I want to start incorporating into my workouts this month. I want to start doing cycling, and I want to start doing DDP yoga. Anyone who's been viewing my vids for a long time knows that DDP yoga has been one of those things that I dip into from time to time. Normally do it for a month or so, and then for some reason my knees start killing me, so I stopped doing it. We'll have to see with me being a little bit more fit these days whether that's the case. So yesterday I did that 15k cycling. This morning I've got up, same time, got up at 7:30 this morning, so a bit later, but still earlier than 8:15. And I've done DP yoga this morning, so feeling good after that. So, I know that you like statistics, because I know that I do. Let's look at some stats in February. Got my little post-it note. 543,436 steps. Now think about this. In January, I did 509,964 steps, right? 509,964 steps. And think about it, I had 3 days less in February. So we would have done, you know, if I'd just done 10,000 steps a day, I would have done 570,000 steps. Really quite pleased about that. It's just, you know, doing the walking with Leslie Sanson, like I say, which I'll talk about in a second, and just because it's getting a little bit drier, I think I can do longer walks, because when it's the dead of winter, you know, in December, for example, you know, the walks we're limited, because I'm lazy, I don't want to bath the dog every day. We're limited to where I can walk on tarmac. So his walks are about 3,000-4,000 steps long at a time, you know, so we don't do many steps, and of course that means I put fucking weight on. Hey, interesting that. So yeah, that we ran in January and December, as you probably remember at the end of January I told you, we ran 19 times. In February we have run 12 times. Now there's a primary reason for this, I think, and that is because Liz has been doing runs. She runs on a Wednesday and on a Saturday, and for emotional, physical, whatever support, I would run with her. And basically I've stopped doing that. It's not that I don't want to support her, it's just that I think she's capable enough to do it on her own. And I think it's one of the reasons why I was starting to hurt so much. It's like I'm just not getting much recovery. Because I was doing my run on a Wednesday, for example, getting home and then going out for a run with her, like straight away. So it's just, and then just, you know, I want to have Saturday as my rest day. So I've ditched those. Interesting though, the calories burnt from the runs are, in the 19 that I did in January, I burnt 11,000 calories. Now, off the 12 that I did in February, I burnt 7,000 calories. So that suggests to me that the runs I'm doing are a little bit more difficult, or burning more calories. I'm guessing running up to the top of the fucking tower will do that for your calories, won't it? The other thing that I suffered in February, I don't know what happened with this, because I was doing really well, but then with the weights, I lost motivation to do any sort of weightlifting. I think the shoulder issue, like I said a moment ago, I was getting this pain in my right shoulder blade. That was really going. I just can't be arsed. I just don't want to. I just don't want to lift weights, because I did those deadlifts and they were going really well. And then just like towards it, as the month tailed away, I was just like, no, I don't want to. And the thing is, I really want to. The motivation at the end of the day just wasn't there. So we did 8 sessions compared to the 8 that we've done in January. This will be better. I'll be working out tonight for that. Alfie, don't you dare go in that fucking puddle this week, young man. Remember last week? Look, same puddle, look. You were just running towards that, weren't you? Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare go in that puddle, young man. I can see what you were thinking. And then, yeah, so the other thing we've done this month, in February, we did, like Leslie Sanson, whichever it is, walking video. They're literally just walking. They're walking fast. You walk fast and you do various dance steps. You do various different types of steps. They're all on YouTube as well, which is brilliant. We did that 18 times, because I do one at the end. I do one at the end of a run. So you know how you're meant to do stretching, you're meant to do a cool down after you've done your run. So I do the fitness. I just get in my living room and do a 20 minutes of walking and the stretching that I do on those. And so that's helped a lot, I'm sure. And the thing is, I've been doing those on rest days as well. So that's good, isn't it? That's really good. And what it means is that we lost a grand total in February of half pound lost in February. So it's better than nothing. Not what I had in mind at all. Don't know what was going on. Although, yeah, my diet, I was so much better this month. I haven't had any alcohol now for 6 weeks, which is huge. It's huge. Seriously, people, the best thing you can do for your body is to stop drinking. I know it's one of those, I know I will fall off the wagon, I will start drinking again, and everyone knows I love cider. Cider's my big thing. But so I'm not being preachy or anything like that, but seriously, I'll put a thing on the screen for you right now of my sleep, my average sleep, right? And you can actually see from the spike the last time I had a drink, as your body goes, your heart rate goes up, it's desperately trying to get this alcohol out of you. But yeah, so I really hope that we're putting muscle mass on, is the truth. But with the lack of weightlifting, it's one of those interesting. We'll have to see. I feel better though. I feel leaner. I feel not as bloated. I remember the progress photo from last week showed that we were doing something right. But the thing that's made me really pleased is this morning, as I stepped on the scales this morning, because I don't actually want to weigh myself too much at the moment, but I stepped on because it's this sort of video. I stepped on and the scale said 16 dead, and I was like, oh, you little fucker. And as I said fucker, it clicked down a little bit. So today, as you can see on the screen right now, 15 stone, 13.9. One of those. It's not much, it's less than a pound, but the goal I've been working to all year is to get below 16 stone. So hopefully, now I know the way my body works. You can see, you've seen on the screen the way that the weight fluctuates. Every time it goes down, my body sort of goes, right, well, if that's where we're going, that's fine, but I'm going to hang on to every calorie that you eat for the next 3 days, if that's the way we're working. So tomorrow will be fucking 16.3 again, won't it? But that's huge for me. That is absolutely fucking massive, and it's such a big weight off my mind. Pun. Yeah, such a weight off my mind, because it has been a lot of times. Like last week, I got a 16.0 reading 4 times. Like, come on, man, just give me 1 more pound. So yeah, that's good. And we're not going to stop. Going to keep going. What else? What else is happening? Oh, you know what's happening. Look on the screen, friends. Look on the screen. Look who came back yesterday. Right, MG stuff, lots of it to talk about this weekend. So, Friday, get there in the end. Friday, Garnet came out of storage. Started first time. Wonderful little thing. Took it for a thrash on Saturday morning. Bloody hell, that thing's fast. It handles like a fucking dream. It's such a lovely little thing. That's gone off to Kaylee and David in Derby at K&D Motors. It's having its sills redone. Its sills are all rusty. It's having its wheel bearings done as well while it's there. When they've come down with the purple one that I took that for a spin on Saturday. I've got to be very, very careful with it because it's not mine. I don't want to crash it, so we took just one little drive. We did like a little loop around the Cotswolds. Liz drove half of it and I drove half of it. It's nice enough. I don't like the F at all. I don't like the looks of them, but you know, it's not mine at the end of the day. So that's gone into storage yesterday, and so I took it to the storage facility, put it in place, and then look at this little bitch. Yes, that's my girl. So Busy came home yesterday. She fired up first time, which I was really pleased about, and so drove her home. And because she's mine, unlike on the purple one, absolutely ragged her so hard. I know that's not fair. I didn't rag her like, oh my god, I ragged the shit out of her. I was just like, because it's mine, let's just make sure. It's like the clutch is perfect, the brakes are perfect, the driving position that I've got her in is just so. Liz can't stand how I have the seat really cranked for, almost like I want to feel like I'm a racing driver, almost like when I'm driving the TFs. So yeah, she was home for about an hour, and I was like, oh, I've got to do something. There's something I've been wanting to do for weeks now, and here it is. Let's go and do it. So on the screen, so I fit my new rear lights. So these are LED, custom made rear lights. They cost 300 quid, these things did, and they're unique, so there's not another set of them in the world, especially in the Spectre design like I've got them on. If they look weird, by the way, they're not actually fitted in place properly. I just wanted to see what they look like more than get them tight and waterproof and all that. But oh, so happy. It's one of those, yes. And then it's one of those funny things, right? It's like, I don't know if anyone else does this with their car, but I went to bed last night and I looked out the window at the car, I'm like, there she is. I'm like, you know, big grin on my face, like, oh, there she is. Best thing. So yeah, happy days are coming, because now spring's coming, the weather's getting better, topless driving, that's what I want to do this year. I want to just travel all over the country in the MGs. I want to go to MG shows, because I didn't go to any. I went to one last year. That's what I want to do. Yeah, so just pleased as punch. So happy that she's back. It's just felt like all the others. So Liz's Gigi, the Garnet, the Amaranth, all of them have had all the attention for months while Busy. She's been in storage since December the 2nd at the end of the day. you know. So I just wanted her out. I wanted to tinker with her. I've got loads of bits to put onto her. She's having new door cards, new steering wheel, new centre console. She's having new wheel arch lines. She's got a new lights. She's going up for paint in 3 weeks' time. She's having new side skirts put on. She's having a new spoiler put on her. You know, oh, wonderful. Very, very happy man about that. So that's going to wrap it up for this one. And again, it's just a look. Nothing else has happened. I'm struggling to remember what we had for our cheat meal on Friday. we had it's like, what did we have? We had burger and fries from a local takeaway. Yeah, that was our cheat meal for the week, and it was great. It was absolutely heavenly. But it was one of those. It's been such a nothing. Like, what's happened? So I really hope you are enjoying a good week. Please watch the SWAT. It makes me sad that it's having so few views, and yeah, 12 views over the weekend, lads. 12. It's like, man, I said to Danny, like, it's a good thing we're enjoying doing this, isn't it? Because we're not doing it for the views. We're not doing it for the because you know, the views are going down, comments are going down, and it's like one of those, oh no one cares. People are like, oh, do vids again, Mark. So I do vids again, no one gives a shit. And it's one of those, it's hard to take when you're used to having thousands of views per video. You know what I mean? I know I went away for a long time, but the subscribers are still there, you know. So it's one of those, how's that one work? Oh, I had my jab on Friday. That's what's changed. That's what happened. I had my COVID jab. I had the AstraZeneca jab. Didn't have any side effects whatsoever. That was fucking great. That was really good. In and out, dead easy. Literally, just in it goes, bomb. Don't drive home. So I did. Took the garnet. It was lovely. Yeah, that was probably my biggest news of the week, other than my weight loss and what I've done fitness wise. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching me waffle on for another week, and thank you for all the lovely comments that you say about me fitness and all that jazz. It means a lot to me. And yeah, tatty bye, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys.